Hi guys, my name is Anastasia, it's me again, and it's our favorite TV show again, my 600 pounds way. It is 18 episodes, and after maybe 5 episodes it will be the end of 9th season. Guys, do you want to see with me 10 season? Yeah, we have 10 season, we have 11 season. So as usual, I will watch this video with you, speak my mind, share my emotion, and philosophize a little bit. So thank you for your commentaries, thank you for your feedback. I see all and it's really like a pleasure for me. I all time see on YouTube and see, oh, maybe my subscribers something right to me. So it's really my feeling inside. So I see our main hero, and I think that she has a lot of health problem, but we will watch together what happened with her, which problem she has, yeah, which scary story she has, why she's overeating, yeah. And I think and I hope that today she can handle with all of this, yeah, and all will be fine, and she receives the surgery. So but we will watch, guys. But I must say that I immediately apologize that every 3 seconds my screen will flash, because YouTube doesn't skip this video at any different way, and I try to fix it, and I say it for every one video, yeah. And I still watching the commentary like, Stacey, why you have 2 screens? Guys, it's about YouTube, yeah, it's not about my settings, it's about settings of YouTube. So but thank you for your attention, thank you for time with me, and we will start. Have a great time with me, let's do it together, let's start. Dolly, 25 years old, she's so young, she's younger than me, wow. Oh my, how's dirty at her place. Who? Oh.
When I wake up miserable. The first thing I feel is pain.
You know, guys, it's really so hard to have really a clean place at your house when you have really a lot of weight. I mean, for her, it's really like a competition that she must do yet, but unfortunately, I see that it's really so dirty place, and I hate this. I mean that I think that clean place, clean head.
From being overweight. Carrying around this much weight hurts more than anyone can ever imagine. My whole body hurts. My calves, my knees, and my feet, and my lower back, and my head.
She doesn't look at 25 years old. Come on, baby, you're so young, you have your life. Yeah, but what are you doing with your life? You're just survive this life. It's not about pleasure in life. It's really about survive this life. And for me, it's really a nightmare, because I really don't understand what was happening with her, that she has obesity at this age, yeah, and she doesn't care of her health. What is it?
I can't even get out of bed anymore without needing help. Shy. I live with my mother, but my best friend Cheyenne helps me when she's here sometimes. Good morning.
They have the same feature.
A big girl like me too, so she understands where I'm coming from. I met Dolly over the internet. We grew up not too far from each other. We didn't know each other. But the moment I met her, it was just like a spark, like I know her my whole life. We became twins, so we spent a lot of time with each other. My legs can barely hold my weight anymore. So when I do move around, I move really slow. And I have to be very cautious of each movement. And I have to wear this nasal cannula all the time, 24 hours a day. Here you go. Get your water ready and I'll chill. My weight has affected my lungs. I can hardly go to the bathroom on my own. I can't even help myself in the shower. Some days I skip it. And on the days that I do shower, I need Cheyenne and my mom to come wash me, because I struggle to stand. I can only bear the pain from standing for 10 minutes before it becomes excruciating. Okay, hard part.
And they're still saying that the best pleasure in their life is really food. Really? Is it a real pleasure? I don't think so. I think that it is really like it. Sometimes food can kill you, and in her case, it works. Sorry, but it really works. I mean, she is so young. She's 25 years old. She can think about her future, about her maybe work. I don't know what she wants to have in this life, about her desires, about her wishes. Yeah, I think that at this age we have a lot of motivation for life. Yeah, we want to live. We all want to live. Yeah, and we want to have a lot of pleasure in our life, to have your own car, to think about your future, to have a relationship. Yeah, or something else. Yeah, it's just basic what I said, but at this age have the same life, it's really nightmare because she's so young, and for me it's really the biggest question what happens with her, because I really don't understand how you can do this real estate into her age. She has a tattoo, I see. She has another
I've had
hair.
a lymphedema mass under my stomach for 4 years now, so I have to put my leg up on the side of the tub and have Cheyenne reach through there and scrub for me, which is pure torture.
Dolly needs care, physical care, that is hard on me.
Guys, do you see they have all the same style? I mean, it's like a rock band style. Maybe she's playing on some guitar or something else, but they have like style. Mom has Irokез, yeah, and Dolly has also like really blue hair, and it's something new. Maybe she has also a piercing, but we don't know. Where is it?
As a mother, there's times when I bathe her that I just can't stop crying because she's so miserable.
Yeah, it's real.
And that hurts me to the core.
The only thing powerful enough to distract me from darker thoughts is food. Food is my go-to drug that takes my pain away. And I love cooking for Cheyenne because Cheyenne loves my eggs and bacon. All right, Cheyenne, I'm gonna go start breakfast. I guess I'll just sit here. Okay. Food is more than just a pleasure. It's my reason for existing.
Come on, it's not really a reason for existing. What are you saying about? What are you saying? It's really, it sounds crazy. It looks like, oh my, I don't think that she is really seriously, but okay, I will hear for the end her story.
What was that, like 15 eggs?
Yeah.
15 eggs. I ate
can't
2
wait
eggs.
for the first bite of something that will make me forget about all the misery of my life.
Don't be afraid with the cheese.
No, never. Food has caused all of the things I hate about my life, but it's the only thing I've ever had to help me feel good. And
It's
I don't
all
know
for her?
where to even begin to change that.
Is she serious? Does she hear
Ever
about
since I can
portion
remember,
control?
food was just a coping thing, I guess. It just like made me happy. It still does. Food just makes me happy. Growing up, all I know is I was chunky. My mom was a massage therapist and a hospice caregiver. And she divorced my father when I was like 2 years old because my dad was a drug addict. And my mom, she gave my father the ultimatum. It's me and the child or the drugs. And he chose the streets and the drugs. So that's what it is. Can you give me a little bit more eggs, please? Yeah.
So it's all about dependence, and she's addicted to her food, and her dad was addicted to drugs, and unfortunately it's scary, but it's all about dependence, yeah, and she's obsessed with food.
Is that good or more?
No, that's good.
Okay.
She
So my mom
find
raised me, and she did
friend.
as good as she could. I was left alone a lot, and that's how it started. My relationship with food was just there, so I ate it.
Dolly has always been a bit different than other children. And other kids are harsh and cruel. So I've always been the overprotective mother. But being singled out as the fat girl is quite uncomfortable. Her whole life has been that way.
So she's eating really a lot of forbidden food. I mean, this bread, sausages, yeah, maybe it's not portion for really a girl. I mean that of course she can eat 20 sausages, but it's not okay. I mean that maybe her mom must talk with her that Dolly, please stop eating and our eating, because it's not about health, it's about destroy your organism. And she must go to another people, I mean, to search work, yeah, or have another friend and have a relationship, yeah. And unfortunately, but we are living in the world where all people see first of all of your beauty and about and then they think about your feeling inside, about your soul and another things. But first sight, it's about our appearance. Unfortunately, guys, I also hate this. And for me, the best is to know which people are you inside in, yeah. But it's words, and word has changed, of course. But now it's like this. And I have pity to Dolly, but I really don't understand what she is doing to change her life, or she's just sitting on one place and continue to eat and say that life is awesome. I mean that the best part in my life is eating. I am waiting for the best part and eat a lot of things.
She really loved her daddy. She was a lot like him. Lots of freckles, both of them.
Whenever I would think about my dad, I would turn to food. And I liked the feeling I had when I was eating. My mom would find the wrappers and get mad at me, but there's nothing she could do, really. In kindergarten, I was diagnosed with attention deficit disorder, oppositional defiant disorder, and bipolar disorder. I know that I am a little special ed because I have mental issues, but teachers made me feel like I was more special ed than I am. It just made me want to eat more. And by the time I was 7, I was 120 pounds.
During that time, in the late 2000s, bullying was an issue but never really talked about until it was like 2010. If you were just a little different or you spoke different or just anything, they would pick on you. During times like this, there's people, they turn to drugs, violence, but people like me and Dolly, we turn to food.
I just steadily kept getting bigger, and I know that. When I was about 15 or 16 years old, I was approximately 300 pounds, but I felt like there was nothing that I could do about it, that I was like giving up hope. And I just started eating junk food and not giving a care about anything that I ate. I just ate whatever. At that point, I didn't care anymore. I had had enough of high school, and so I dropped out.
I pulled her out of regular high school because the bullying got so intense, thinking that Job Corps.
Yeah, the children at this age are so violent and they can bullying and they can continue to bullying. And I know firsthand what it means because I also have a classmate who has gained weight, and a lot of people has, a lot of children are bullying to her, and she said, oh my God, they said, oh my goodness, you're so fat, go to another school, it's not place for yourself. And it was really scary, and I remember this all for 100%, and for me it's really so scary to remember. In my memory, it's really the scariest memory for the children. And then at this age I realized that you must take care of your health because the community, they can't respect you of this thing. Of course it looks stupid, of course, but it's children's, and the children sometimes it's really so violent.
Would do good things for her self-esteem. But of course, doesn't matter where you go, people are going to be cruel.
My mom had told me about Job Corps. I said, okay, sign me up. I figured things could be different if I started over. My weight did stabilize for a while. And when I got my high school diploma, I was maintaining my weight at 250 pounds.
She was doing well, but still had issues. Dolly is not real good at bathing herself. She got in trouble for this in Job Corps, for not keeping her body clean and odor-free.
After I completed my certificate, I worked at a restaurant as a prep cook. But you pretty much have to stand for hours working at a restaurant. I was only able to stand up for like 20, 30 minutes. So that only lasted maybe 3 or 4 days. I'm done, Cheyenne.
Thank you.
After that, I tried working jobs where I could sit down all day. I worked at 3 different call centers, but none of those jobs lasted very long because of my asthma, my oxygen, my heart failure. All I knew how to do was eat. And so my focus returned to food and how to get more of it. So I was at this crossroads trying to figure out what to do next. And my father took his own life. His father had just passed away a week before he did. And he took it really hard. He was sad, he was depressed. He wasn't a good dad. He wasn't even a good person, but he was the only father that I had. I was in a really bad depressed mood for a while. And when I get depressed, how I deal with that is that I eat.
She didn't have him a lot growing up. So in the latter years before he passed, she was real proud of the fact that they were getting really close. And when she's sad, she eats.
I think that in her case, she must go to psychologist and to solve this problem, because our eating is really not the exit of all of these problems. It doesn't help her, and she's continued to do the same. And unfortunately, but all is said about her mom, her best friend, and Dolly too. And it's really scary. Go to psychologist, explain your problem. It's first of all, of course, it's scary, but then you really feel like freedom.
It's those emotions.
I had just turned 21 and I was 400 pounds. But I didn't have much income and I didn't have no place to live. And that's when I met Ricky, the man that I married, on a social media chat thread. Turned out we had something in common because Ricky didn't have anywhere to go either. Ricky lived close to me, so we met in person, and not long after that, he invited me to come stay with him in his bedroom at his mom's because that's where he was living at the time. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna move in with you. After a few months living with Ricky would always say mean things to me. And then there would be times when he was abusive. But then I got pregnant, so we got married. And by the time February rolled around, I had a baby girl named Trinity.
She's the most precious thing you never... She's a beautiful child. Beautiful spirit. She's just full of life and full of energy. I certainly didn't know 3 years ago I was going to be a mama, basically, again. I was given this child by CPS when she was 6 days old. A year later, we went to court, and she and her husband at the time both proved to the judge very incompetent. So I've had custody of this child from word go.
Giving birth to my sweet baby daughter was the best day of my life. But there were complications because of my weight. And because of all my mental health,
Isn't it enough to be better for your daughter? Isn't it enough to be better for this life because you have your small child and you say that it is the happiness moments in your life? For me, it's really scary. I mean that you're so young. You have a really great opportunity to change your mind, to change your body, to change your life in general. But why are you searching a lot of obstacles and a lot of excuses why you can't do it? It's cheating part that's sitting in your head and you really can't stop. But it's not about your motivation or your desires or your wishes. It's about your weakness and laziness. Stop doing it. I'm really proud and I'm really glad that she's coming in this project and she wants to change her body and her life in general, because in another case it's all.
issues, my mom ended up getting custody of Trinity, which turned out to be a blessing. Ricky was being abusive and I was really sick, and I told my mom I can't handle this anymore. And so my mom took me to the hospital and I was there for 11 days, and while I was there I had time to think.
Ricky took complete advantage of her. And he's done so much to change her life outcome. He killed her soul, he killed her spirit. And he kept making these comments to my wife and I that all he wanted to do was just feed her fried foods and watch her getting bigger.
Whenever I got out of the hospital, I went home with my mother. I've been separated from him ever since.
Let's do this!
Me and Cheyenne, we both have similar health issues. So when we first met, there was like this immediate bond.
I believe we became best friends really quickly because we're so much alike that it got to the point where we could finish each other's sentences and we have the same humor and everything. Hi. Doing good? Oh, my back's killing me already. It's hard to relate to a skinnier person because they don't understand the struggles we go through. We get told on a daily, oh, you're big. I know that I'm big. You have to say it. It gets to the point where you don't want to look in the mirror and no one else deals with that, you know?
Chocolate chip macadamia nut.
Oh, this is my favorite.
It is?
Yeah.
One's bigger.
Here, you put in this cart.
Oh my God, Dolly.
I'll take an Italian cream one too.
I can't believe she had to have that.
My mom tries to make me get more fruits and vegetables and meats, so I have a sugary, salty craving. I like grains and breads and pastries. It's hard for me to get things for myself usually because I have to have my mom's approval.
Dolly's food addiction is sad if you really think about it, because that's been like a best friend most of her life. It doesn't talk back, all it does is soothe her. But then she's mad at herself after she's eaten way too much, or she makes herself just plumb sick, and she's mad. She's upset with herself.
Of course. I guess that she has really a lot of complex in her, not in her body, yeah, and not in her mind. I think that it's complex about everything, about her. I mean that it will be also an appearance, body, outfit, the friends, her family members, her daughter, yeah. And I always say the same, that guys, please, if you really had a lot of problems in your mind, in your head, just try go to psychologist. I also have an experience when I also tried to do it, and it was really the first time it was really so scary, and the first thing that I do it, I think it's just, oh my goodness, it's really fucked up. So I must say something to the person that I don't want to like. Yeah, why I must do it? But then you really feel that you're a really free person, and you just search your best solutions to solve this problem, and it is the best part into your life, because then you feel really like, oh, I made it. Yeah, it was scary, but it cost it. And it is really my also recommendation and advice what to do if you have really a lot of issues for yourself.
A whole chicken for $18.
Yeah, I guess.
I prefer to go to larger stores because they're more supportive for someone in my condition. Cheyenne's a bigger girl too. We both get tired easily.
Dolly. So, okay, Dolly, what do you want?
Let me get in front.
Just do it.
I know, I want to just do it, but I can't get there.
All right, stop.
Don't. No, don't. Oh, God.
Just do what I asked you to do.
At this point in my life, I know that I am killing myself with food, and I know that it's an addiction. I have pretty serious illness, so if I don't change my ways and the way I eat, I could potentially not be here anymore. And I have a 3-year-old to be here for. This is not the end for me. My worst fear is that I die and my daughter lives on, and she wonders what life could have been like with Mom. That scares me. I will not let that happen to my daughter. I need to do something about it now.
Bet she ends up in the ER before the night's over.
Huh?
I bet you end up in the ER before the night's over.
Does it really feel like I'm gonna pass out?
The first month in this program, okay? Soon will be the application with Dr. Now.
Hey, good morning.
So it's time to go. Go to your new life. Into your new chapter, into your new life.
You wanna move your leg first? How you feeling today?
Okay.
Today, I'm traveling to Houston to see Dr. Now to try to
Great.
get help losing weight and getting a more normal life.
I'm something to wear.
Yeah, could you get those speckled pants over there, please? Part of me is excited because I want to change, but part of me is just scared because this is going to be a very long drive.
Oh, look at that.
It could be.
Around 6 hours, and I'm already in a lot of pain
6
because
hours
I
is
have
not
a
a lot.
really bad rash. And I'm worried about how bad it can get on the road and how painful it might be for me to drive all that way. I'm having shortness of breath. Should have had it on in the first place. I'm having a hard time breathing. Hi.
Hi.
Meow.
She's so cute.
Look at
Really
Trinity.
so
I'm
cute.
gonna touch your show off. I forgot to spray. You want spray? Yeah. And then put it in my bag,
Oh,
please.
spray Victoria's Secret. I know the spray. It's like a perfume. I also have the same. But how dirty is this place?
It's time to load up. Do not let her out.
Move. Thankfully, I'll have my mom and Cheyenne to take care of me on the road. So it's gonna be pretty full in the car. And I can already tell that we're gonna need to stop for something to eat, just for me to get myself through it. I'll put my oxygen on when I get in here, Mom.
Pull yourself up.
And I really hope that Dr. Now says that he can help me, because I know I need his help if I want to live.
If you follow his rules, of course, you can handle with it. But have the same life like now, it's not about changing your life. It's nothing. Not junky food, but also junky drinks are around her.
I went pee
Lemonade.
before I left the house.
We haven't even gotten out of Fort
I
Worth.
know this. It's not my fault. It's the water pillow's fault.
Stop every 5 minutes to what?
I'm in a lot of pain, and I can't be done with this ride soon enough. Every time I move, I feel this excruciating pain in my stomach area where my rash is underneath me. It stings. It's frustrating because I try to keep it clean and dry all the time. But it's like there's nothing that I can do. So I'm just trying to hang on as best I can and get there.
Houston, finally. They're in Houston.
A little nervous. Dr. Now's not gonna sugarcoat anything. We made it to Houston in time for my appointment.
Great.
How are we gonna get through this? But the pain I'm in from this rash has only been getting worse. And the trip has been really hard on my body. It's almost time for me to step on that scale and meet Dr. Now. And I'm nervous because so much is riding on this.
Dolly?
What about her weight? Oh, now she's staying on scales.
I don't know what Dr. Now is gonna say, or if he's going to find anything wrong with me.
All what he can say for you is that you need to change. If you want, of course, I will help you, yeah. Lose the first maybe 60 pounds, yeah. And then if you continue to go to your result, we will do for your surgery, because it's the 19th episode and I know all the words Dr. Now. So of course he wants to help everyone who needs it. But if of course you're lazy, yeah, and you just say, just saying and nothing to do, it's not about result. And of course Dr. Now say sorry, yeah? All depends on her.
That I don't already know about.
If you'll step up on the scale, please.
I just hope it's not anything that he can't help me with. Because if Dr. Now can't help me, then no one can.
Step down. We're going to be going to room 5.
How did that happen? It's actually a lot more than I thought I was going to see.
It's all your favorite food. Pasta, omelette,
There's no way I
ketchup,
can eat that
bread.
much. So that makes no sense. That's impossible unless my scale at home must be wrong then. It's gonna be hot like this.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Doing good, sir?
Good, thank you.
Good. Well, you must be Dolly, huh?
Yes, sir.
And who is with you today?
My mom.
All right. Well, good to meet you both.
Thank you.
All right, Dolly, what brought you here?
Well, my weight and my health brought me here.
So you're looking to lose weight. All right, so you are 593 pounds and you're 5'2".
Yes, sir.
So your BMI is 108. So that's a very high BMI. And your body
It's
is
so
under
high.
a lot of strain because of that. So I'm glad to hear you want to change that and improve your health. You know what the normal weight for your height is?
No.
120 pounds. So you have just over 450 pounds you need to lose. And you're 25?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay. Well, at what age you noticed that you were overweight? Mom, any help from you?
She's had weight issues most of her life.
You don't have weight problem yourself, huh?
I have had.
You did?
Just in the last couple of years, I've dropped over 200 pounds myself.
Okay. What was your highest weight?
I have been up over 400 myself. Now I sit at 155.
Well, that's good, but it sounds like you had a dysfunctional dynamic when she was younger, where you showed her how to overeat, and then you improved your health and lost weight, but you're still enabling her to be overweight and helping feed her.
No, sir, that's not the case. It's not me.
No, it was mainly my ex, my husband.
Okay.
I call him my ex, but we're not exes yet. I'm married, legally married, and I was living with my husband. He was the one that was feeding me too much.
So he was your enabler?
He was
and
my enabler. My mom's not feeding me too much.
Who bring your food? Did she get it herself?
I cook it, and she comes to the table.
So if that's how she gets her food, why don't you make less?
I put a regular portion, the same that I would eat. Now, I can't help what she eats between meals.
So, Dolly, what do you eat between meals?
I snack a little too much.
On what?
Cookies, brownies, chips.
Okay, who buys cookies, who buys brownies, who fancy?
So sometimes Mom and I buy them. Sometimes we get it from food pantries. And
So,
they
Mom,
give it to us.
if I put it all together, I don't think you're helping Dolly to lose weight because you provide the food, so how are we going to change that?
You just don't bring it in the house.
So, can we...
Of course, a lot of responsibility stays on her mom because mom is her support. Mom is support of, I think, of the world. So, but mom can't keep all your time because Dolly, she isn't really small. Yeah, she is young, of course, but she can keep for herself alone. And mom is also so strong woman because she lose 200 pounds weight. And she isn't gain weight again, and it's really respectful. I mean that, wow, it's a great result. And for Dolly, her mom, it's really like an example to be better. But I don't know why Dolly, she looks and finds some obstacles why she can't do it. I don't know.
Agree not to have any cookies and brownies and chips in the house?
Absolutely.
All right, she's 25, and congestive heart failure that she is suffering from is in people with their 70s or 80s. So her body is very close to its limit. And if anything happened where she pushes her body over the limit, she's not going to make it. So this is very serious. And I'm going to give you some instruction. I want you both follow. I'm also going to give you some instruction to do some exercise. How much you can walk before you get out of stamina?
From that parking lot to here, her legs are probably going to be bloody nubs by the time we get to the hotel.
Do you have any swelling in your feet?
Yes.
That's why she can't wear anything but house shoes.
And this big apron of fat that you got hanging in your
Yes.
stomach, how long you had that?
A few years.
Okay, all right.
It's not just this in between my legs. It's
What do they call it? A fupa?
I guess they call it a fupa nowadays. I don't know if you've heard that term.
Well, you know, that's where your body is trying to store some fat here and there, ran out of the places, it's going to store it over there too. Dolly, is very important for you to start losing weight.
Yes, sir.
And you're struggling to even breathe now. If you lose 100 pounds, you probably won't need that oxygen, okay? So that's going to be something that we're going to have to try real quick to lose some weight, okay?
Sir.
Dolly, you feel like you're motivated to change your life?
Yes, I gotta do something about my life or it's not gonna be very long.
You are very right about that. So the time to change is now. So I'm going to bring you some stuff we are going to go over. And if you follow all the instructions I give you, you should be able to lose at least 80 pounds in a month if you stick with the diet, okay?
I said 60,
but I'm
he
going
said
to give
80.
you 2 months to lose at least 60 pounds to show me you're serious about this. So that's going to be very easy going.
So guys, I can be his assistant because I also know a lot about obesity. I also know a lot about diet, yeah, and I can help him. So Dr. Now, look at your future assistant.
For you. All right, Dolly, I'm going to go bring some stuff for you and your mom, okay?
Oh, sir. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
He's not as mean as everybody says he is.
Oh, just wait.
Yeah, be quiet.
If you come back and you haven't done what you've been told, then you're going to find the other side of him.
I am gonna do what I've been told.
Oh, yeah, you're going to do what you've been
You're not
told
gonna keep
because
it in the house.
I'm not going to have it in the house and I'm going to stay on you like white on rice.
And there ain't gonna be none of that either. No rice.
I have a lot of concerns about Dolly. My biggest concern right now is whether Dolly is willing to start to grow up and take responsibility for her life, or if she is still where she wants to continue justifying her unhealthy choices by finding an environment that supports that for her. All right. Well, this is what I want you to read every day. The big question is, if Dolly's mom gets rid of the junk food and starts to make the home environment a more positive and supportive situation, how is Dolly going to eventually react to being where she can't justify the same behavior anymore? Now, I'm going to give you this book. There's a chapter about exercise, okay? Is she going to rebel against it and continue to seek out dysfunctional scenarios that give her what she wants? Or is she going to grow up and start taking responsibility for her life? All right? So
Sir.
I'm going to give you 2 months to lose 60 pounds, okay?
Sure.
So that's going to be a goal for you. So this is going to be very important. No snacking and stick with healthy eating habit, do your exercises. And if you need anything, give me a call, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, nice to meet you guys.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sure your mom is going to help you to stay healthy. All right, see y'all later.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
My first meeting with Dr. Now went okay, I guess. Right now I'm encouraged because I think he can help me and he's a nice man. But it's a lot of weight to lose.
All depends on you.
When Dr. Now said that I wouldn't live long if I continued along this path, it upset me and made me sad. I just gotta hunker down. Is it gonna be easy? Probably not. Probably gonna be one of the hardest things that
No one that it could be easy. No, it's really a hard work, and I just think that you also understand it because it's not like a magic like hook and you're the tallest woman. No, it's not about easy work that you're asleep, yeah, and then you feel like, oh my goodness, I have another body. Wow, it's wow effect. No, it's not a pills. It's real work, and it's hard work because it's work not just only with your habits, it's work with your head. And I know firsthand that work with your head is really so hard because all problems are still living in our head, and if we haven't got any exit for it, yeah, of course they're still living with us, and it's a scary thing. But I think that, and I guess that she wants to be better for her daughter because her daughter is awesome girl, and I think that it's also so necessary to her future. And if she wants to also get one more time married and she deserves it, of course she must do it for her best life ever.
Never done. Mom will have to ease me into it. instead of just getting rid of everything all at once. It'll be a little hard doing this weight loss journey with my mom, because me and my mom, our attitudes clash and we argue. But I need to do this.
Her best friend also needs to be on the diet.
I can, so I have to put my mind up to it.
I said that her best friend also needs to have a change. I mean that it's also not about health.
Hey, Dolly, you wanna go work out?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go first.
So it's really great that they are both and they can be support for each other. I think that all time have a diet with your best friends, it's really great. I also have this experience. I also try to be on a diet with my friends, and it was sometimes funny because we have like the same chat there where we all time say it like, oh my goodness, what about your lunch? I don't eat anything. What about you? I eat a small piece of cake, and I know that she isn't eat like a small piece of cake. It was a really cake, really a big portion of cake, and I have the same. So it was sometimes funny, yeah, but it wasn't really so serious. But I think that in her case, it will be another situation.
It's been a couple of weeks since I first saw Dr. Now.
A week.
And since then, I've been really trying to stick with the diet. So
That's
far,
great.
it's been going okay. Cheyenne has been helping me a lot with my exercises, and I'm grateful for that, because I don't know if I could do as good of a job without her help. Okay, so it's like this. There's upper body that I have to do and lower body too. And I'm supposed to do them twice a day. So Cheyenne has been there a lot, and she's kind of like my trainer.
You do this for 20 times. And then you do it the same way backwards. Once you do 20, you do the other way.
It looks funny. I believe I can fly.
You don't have to exceed yourself every single time. Just work up to what you can do. Right.
Yeah. I think I might go sit on the couch for now.
Okay.
One thing that is not cool is that my mom got rid of all the junk food right when we got back from seeing the doctor.
Hey, you girls ready for something to eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take something.
And so that was kind of a shock to my system that she did it so fast. I know I needed those things gone, but I thought I'd be able to ease my way out with them. And that was actually really hard for me. And I wish my mom would have talked to me about it or given me some say-so, but I still want the surgery, so I'm trying to do the best I can.
Well, that's good. Because you all shove.
I'm doing what Dr. Now says and what my mom says, and I'm working to get approved for surgery. I don't feel like these are changes that I can make for the rest of my life, but I do feel like I can.
I really don't think that it is her portion. It means that maybe her portion is really less than now. And I don't know why she is still eating it, because I think that portion is the best portion. It's like our hand. So it was saying my last dietology, but not like this one. No.
Can do it for the short term, if it's just to get approved. That's a big goal of mine, and I'm working towards that. Okay, Mom, I'm done.
Okay.
Thank you for lunch.
You're welcome,
It
kiddo.
was really good.
Thank you. Glad you liked it.
And when I go back to see Dr. Now for my next appointment, I really hope I get approved for weight loss surgery, so I don't have to do this first part for too long.
No.
Because I'm not super happy.
It's okay.
I'm excited about seeing Dr. Nowzaradan. I'm nervous though, Mom. I feel like I've made some progress. I haven't been eating quite as much as I had. We'll see if I had some weight loss change and see how Dr. Now feels about it. Hopefully I get an approval for surgery.
The scale don't lie.
Well, we're here. I'm back in Houston to see Dr. Now, and I'm about to find out if I met my weight loss goal. I really hope I did because I basically have had barely anything to eat since my last appointment. Sure, I've been having cravings, but my mom has put the house on lockdown. So that's most of the time there's nothing around. It just feels unfair because it's too strict. And if I was doing it for myself, I would take it more slower so it was a less shock to my system. But Mom doesn't listen.
So the most interesting for me, is she losing this fucking weight?
Dolly?
I guess so, yeah. I want it. Of course I want. Wow, she has another
Okay, you can go ahead and step on the scale.
hair, color of hair. And her mom too, they have the both. Nothing. Zero. It's really zero.
You can go to room 5.
Okay.
Ah,
I
no,
don't understand what
17.
happened. It doesn't make any
Sorry.
sense. I worked so hard.
Because it's not about result. I thought that, and I said before that she hasn't got normal portion control. Yeah, and I guess that she is overeating at night, and I guess that she didn't follow the rules of Dr. Now, and I guess that she didn't do all the exercise that she needs. And this is a result of your work. Of course, I said before that it's not a magic. It's not like pills for diet or for losing weight. No, it's just your work. And all issues coming to you. What happened with you? Why aren't you losing this weight?
I just don't know how to do more than that. Because my mental status is sucky. I feel like I can't do it. It's too stressful at home. I was more focused on being depressed and upset and other stuff. And I tried to do it, but then temptation started to get a hold of me, and I let that win.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good. Well, Dolly, what's going on with you?
Looks like I've lost 17 pounds since I've seen you.
Well, that's a
2
good
weeks.
start, but you have to do a little bit better than that. So
Yes,
what
sir.
happened this time?
I'm having a hard time with my portion control.
Essentially, you made what changes to...
I stopped with the bread and the pastas and the rice and all the sugary stuff.
Okay.
No sodas, no juices.
Mom, how is she doing with her eating habit?
It's just portion control. I'll put a portion on her plate, and then later on she'll go back for more.
Does she go back and eat more later on?
That's what I'm saying. Yes, sir.
I had a craving and I let it override me. So, do you have like something that I could go to instead of going home that could help me with my temptations and all this and to help me lose more weight?
Well, why do you need somebody else to do that? You have to start taking responsibility for yourself and do some stuff for yourself. Not depend on people to do everything for you. And that is the issue that you need to work on it. Okay? You think you can do that?
Yes, I'm trying.
Your life is going to be what you want to make it to be. So it's going to be all up to you. If you want to be comfortable and live a life that is going to be more productive for you, you're going to have to do your part. It's not going to be up to your mom or me or rehab people or some environment to take care of you. Essentially, you're going to have to take care of yourself.
Absolutely
So,
right.
You know, start doing things for yourself, stop making proper decision. If you have a solution that you need, ask us, ask your mom, and we're going to tell you what to do, but start doing things for yourself, okay?
Yes, sir.
So how is your breathing coming along?
My breathing,
Yeah.
it seems like it's getting a little bit better, easier. I feel like it was a lot easier for me to walk from your waiting room to here today.
Of course, what is she saying? Of course it's lighter, of course it's easier, yeah, of course it's like the common answers for doctors' nouns issues, because she's afraid, because she also wants to be like smaller, of course, to have the surgery, and she wants to say everything that was pleasure for his ears. But I think that it's not correctly true, and sometimes she's not. She's a little bit tricky, I think, with him.
Okay. So 17 pounds made a little bit of difference in your
sir.
breathing. So what happened if you lose 50 pounds?
It'll feel a whole lot better. I know that.
We got to get you off of that oxygen.
Yeah, sure.
And we got to get you in better shape. So
Right.
this is a situation that you need to work hard to change your life and get yourself in a better shape.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So
Yes, sir.
let's start working harder, and if you need anything, give me a call.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And Dolly seems to have a lot of challenges, and this is a very difficult situation to work with her. She wants everybody to do everything for her, and Dolly is not progressing at this point. I try to help her out to get some of these situations addressed, but Dolly seems to have issues with the reality and talking things that may not be factually correct. At this point, everything is going to require a lot of social working with her and her mom. I'm expecting Dolly to stick to her diet and lose 50 pounds, and we'll find out how she does with that.
That was hard, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. I just have to take the progress I've made and grow on that. Yes, it's hard to imagine doing more than I already did this last month. But you know what? It's starting to pay off. It's just going to be hard to keep doing what I've been doing. Hey guys, y'all hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah, mommy's about to cook.
New color of her hair.
Since my last appointment with Dr. Now 2 weeks ago, it's just been really hard being at the house with my mom. How many pieces of ham would y'all like?
Just one for me.
Cheyenne?
1 or 2, it doesn't matter.
She's stressing me out every day over how much I'm eating. And it's making it harder for me to do well because it makes me irritated and it takes my
Oh my, I see this insects in the kitchen, and for me it's... I think that the dirty places must be cleaner. Oh shit, and also bacon, I don't think that for her it's really the best eating. I mean that the salad, chicken, fish, yeah, there are a lot of food, but not bacon. Bacon is so fat for herself, and why she continue to eat it? I don't understand. Maybe she isn't serious to her health, I don't know.
focus off of where it's supposed to be.
Dolly, please.
So I've been trying to stick with the diet and exercise, but no matter how hard I work, I just feel like my mom is never satisfied with me. So I'll serve the broccoli cauliflower. She treats me like another 3-year-old toddler, and it's not right. The orange plate's mine. Small.
She likes it a lot.
Hey, you got me, baby? Okay, move it. My spot. Move. In fact, recently it's gotten so bad that I have to do something just to get away from the house sometimes. Like I'll make up a lie about going somewhere just to get out.
It's not about diet.
Do you mind dropping me off at the park?
Sure, I was about ready to walk out anyway.
Okay.
Hey, kiddo, I'm gonna have to just drop you off and let you do your thing, all right? Because I got a few little errands, and I'll come back and get you.
Okay.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay, love you.
Love you too.
Spending time with your
I
mom
say
is
that I'm going to
it's
go get
great.
some exercise, but then I don't really exercise because I'm too tired usually. So instead I like to feed the birds or the ducks. Sometimes I wish I was one of them because they just eat whatever.
And if she was in another shape and her body, was better, then she could go for a walk with her daughter, and have fun together. And it will be better for her health, for her mental health, and of course for her feelings. But she is continued to eat bacon and fried omelette.
As much as I can. And their moms help them eat. And it feels unfair that I have this problem, but I don't blame the ducks. I just feel trapped with my mom. So recently, my ex-husband has been asking me to come back and live with him again. And I started to consider it as a possibility. I know that he was abusive and toxic, but I can't help but feeling that my mom is pretty unhealthy for me right now, too. And my ex is asking for something different.
I really hate when the man is abusive and toxic, and for me it's really the worst quality in a person. So abusive person, it's a bullshit, and it's so scary because this type of person, this type of man can just destroy you inside, and you have not just broken here, you have all broken, and your mind is always broken with him.
This time that might actually be better because he has a wife already and he wants to be kind of like a sister wife. So maybe that would be better because the other girl would be like more of a buffer to deal with him when he's being mean. I just feel like that way at least I would have a little bit of freedom, whereas I have no freedom with my mom now, where I'm treated like a kid. She's just stressing me out and making me eat more. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to be with my mom and I don't want to be with my ex either. But I feel like I need to do something if I'm going to get the surgery.
First month. Mm-hmm.
It's been a week since I moved out of my mom's house. I'm feeling great. It was my choice, not hers. I decided to do it on my own. The biggest thing is, I'm now with my husband now. Me and my mom had an argument, and I decided I wasn't gonna go home, and instead I went to a homeless shelter overnight. The next day, sister wife got a hold of me, and she said to get a hold of him, so I did. I video chatted with him, and I saw his face again, and his smile. I fell in love with him again, all over again, just from seeing him on video and on the phone and hearing his voice.
So first of all, she said that he is abusive, yeah, but now she said that she one more time fall in love with him, and he's really a great man. Oh my. All is okay with her mind? I mean, yeah, the first love is the biggest love, and the man with whom you have the same child is, of course, maybe the best man into your life, because I guess that he is the first man in her life. And of course, this type of life, it is the strongest, and another side, the violence, if they haven't got a normal relationship. But in her case, so she has an argument with her mom. So guys, have you ever had the same situation when you say that I broke up with my ex, he is stupid and other things, but after 1 month you say, oh my, it is my man, I love him? Because when I was younger, yeah, maybe I was 20 or 90, I all time returned to my ex boyfriend and said, oh, of course he will change, you don't understand me, but he is another, so he will change for me. Naive girl.
And his laugh. So I came home with him.
What do you want to start out with?
Just kind of put my
Put your
arms.
arms like this. Like when you stretch your arms like this, forward.
And then he came and picked me up. And from there, I moved in with him that night. So I've been eating less portions like I should. I've been doing my exercises.
Or maybe he isn't as bad as she said to us, yeah, maybe he is really a normal man and it is just her opinion about his, but it's not correctly and not true about himself. I don't know, we will watch.
They're not easy, but I'm doing them. They're getting a little bit easier at a time. But my mom doesn't like my husband, so therefore she is entirely fed up and off and hurt and all the other things that she can be right now with me. And I understand to a point, but I am 25 years old and I am an adult, and we as an adults, we have boundaries that need to be set with our parents.
You want to take a little walk quick? Walk this way, start from this end? Come on, I'll help you. All right.
See, Mom didn't do none of
All
this
right.
with me.
All right, come on.
But I'm fine. It's life, it goes on. Having my husband there to exercise with me makes me feel good. Makes me feel like I'm special, I'm worth it.
Do it. Come on, you can do it.
I just need my mom, her attitude to get better. She's always got one.
There you go. You got it.
I'm gonna sit down.
You gonna sit down? You need a break? Okay. There you go. Okay. There you go, babe.
Her mom didn't ever try to exercise with me.
It's okay. I'll help you. Okay?
I appreciate you, baby.
You're welcome.
I love you.
I love you too, baby.
So they still in love. Okay. Fifth month. After Dolly has been back with Ricky for just because his behavior became intolerable to her. She moved on since then from Motel homeless shelter.
How long are we staying?
I gotta figure out.
So I met someone a couple weeks ago, and his name is Philip, and he's just about the sweetest guy you're ever gonna meet. And I started dating him, and one thing led to another. And now we moved in.
So it is our new boyfriend, and he isn't abusive like her last ex-boyfriend, like ex-husband. So I really, it's really crazy, not crazy, but it's really so interesting for me how to fast you can change a partner, because for me it's so long way, because I need to see on person, yet to know about his bad side, good side, yet to know his behavior better, and for me it's really so hard to get into next relationship, and say that, oh, it's my new boyfriend, we are living together.
Together.
We still got 7 days.
Okay. So, are you ready for breakfast?
Definitely.
I thought that being back with my ex would be a good idea. And I thought that whole situation with him had gotten better. But I wasn't there but a few days when, sure enough, Ricky was back to his old and controlling ways, being crazy and mean. And even with Sadie there, it didn't even make a difference. So he was being a jerk, and the final straw was when he wouldn't drive me to my appointment with Dr. Now. So I wound up missing it. And luckily I was able to reschedule for a few weeks from now. And when that happened, I had flashbacks to the time that my dad died, and Ricky wouldn't drive me there. And I just realized he's still the same old jerk, and he's never gonna change his ways. He's always gonna be a jerk, and he's no real support, so I left. And that's when I moved in with Philip. Thanks, babe. And Philip has been like a godsend who rescued me, because he took me to Houston. We're living in a hotel now. Philip is mostly deaf, but he does have a device that he can hear with through his phone. And he's on disability, so he's...
Where is her daughter? Staying with her mom, and who is paying for the hotel number? He's paying or she's paying? If she, how can, where she get the money? I don't understand all of this. I mean that she isn't work as well, so how she can do it?
He's using that to pay for the hotel, so we can be together, and I can be near Dr. Now.
What's on your mind, baby?
My appointment tomorrow with Dr. Now, and my grandma, and my best friend.
We gotta go see Cheyenne.
Yep. We also gotta go see my Mimi. Philip is more supportive of me than anyone else in my life, ever. He's like my angel. He's the love of my life that I've been waiting for. And I know the support is the kind of support that I finally need.
Finally.
Babe,
Yeah?
the ride's here. Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got the key card for the room?
I've got it.
Okay.
I have the key card. Let's take the elevator.
The last month has been really good. I don't need oxygen as much, and I feel like I've made a lot of progress. And a big part of that is because Philip has been such a good support.
I got you, baby.
And I've been feeling extra encouraged because Philip proposed to me to get married, and I said yes. We haven't said...
Oh my god, this happened so fast. So they're still living together for 2 weeks, and now she said yes to him. It's a magic, guys. So it's really so fast. But I think that her first marriage was like this one, and after 2 weeks, she doesn't know this person, and she has her first experience, and it was unlucky. That maybe it is a reason for thinking about better for your future, better for your man. Don't give birth with first of all of him, made a baby, and I think that all people, they must have decision. I mean that it's so scary when you live just with your emotional phone. Yeah, it's really so scary because it doesn't end it with a good happy end.
Date yet because we want my surgery to come first. And we want our wedding to be the start of our new life. So I'm really hoping today that I get approved because all of that is waiting for me. And I'm impatient to get it all started.
So what about your results?
Dolly?
Or now it isn't interesting about results. The most interesting is to have a new relationship, and it's her feeling, it's first emotional. She is on the seventh sky, of course.
At my last appointment, I was 576 pounds. I know this thing weighs more.
Are you ready? Go ahead and step on the scale.
And doctor now told me to lose 60 pounds in 2 months. That was more than 2 months ago, but if I lost 60 pounds, that would put me down to 516 pounds.
Not as well.
That's weird. I thought I lost more than that.
We're gonna go over to room 5.
Okay. But anyways, I'm still excited because I've lost almost 30 pounds now. And that's almost halfway to Dr. Now's goal if you add it up. So I hope he sees the total of everything that I've done and how hard I've been working even with all this other stuff going around all around me. And the fact that I've been able to do that much is pretty good. So maybe he'll approve me for my weight loss surgery anyway because he knows I'm really ready for it.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Good.
How are you doing today, Dr. Now?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Who is that?
Dolly,
Yeah.
where's your mom?
I moved out of my mom's. We got into an argument.
She moved out.
So where are you living now?
Right now we're living, me and my fiance Philip, we're living in a hotel here in Houston.
So you're living together?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so this is, I assume, your fiance you just mentioned.
Yes.
Okay, do you work?
He gets disability.
Or you moved out of your mom's place and now you're living in a hotel with your new fiance who has no job and you have no job. So how are you all managing with you carry on everything in your life?
We just use his disability check for the hotel, for a place to stay, and then we have food stamps. So we use food stamps for food and
So how long you know each other?
for like 6 weeks or something like that.
Okay, Dolly, you had a child, right?
Yes, and she lives with my mom. My mom's got full custody of her.
Well, there's at least some good news that your daughter has some stability. But this doesn't seem like a healthy situation with you. And your lack of progress shows that because you only lost 10 pounds in 3 months. So that means you have only been losing 3 to 4 pounds a month. You're still eating around 5,000 calories a day. So I'm worried about that and your overall situation and a lot of things. Have you ever seen any psychiatrist or mental
No, sir.
health? So I'm going to set you up to go to psych, and I want you to go do that with your mother, okay?
Okay, it has to be in Houston because this is where I am.
Yes,
No.
that is in Houston, okay?
So does this mean that you're saying yes to my surgery? I just have to get approval from a psych?
No, this means that I'm concerned about your behavior. And I think it is important that you start psychotherapy to see if they can help you. And I want your mom to go with you for that.
Okay.
And also, I want you to come back with your mom for your next appointment because I trust she wants to support you to get healthy.
I don't live there anymore, so I'm not really seeing her right now.
Dolly, if you want to show me that you're able and willing to make the changes you need to show me you have some stability in your life. And you need to at least lose 50 pounds over the
So doctor now also guess that she isn't serious, and her behavior in relationship, yeah, it's something shit. I mean that she is coming with her new boyfriend to appointment to doctor now, and she hasn't got a really great result. So she couldn't say that. Of course she said that of course I fall in love with him. He's my best guy in my life, but it's really like something problems and maybe mental problems in her mind, yeah, and I don't know what happened with her, but she really must go to psychologist because it looks really scary.
next 2 months, okay?
Okay.
So, Dolly, we got a lot of issues that you need to address.
Yes, sir.
And at this point, you need to stick with your diet, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. If you need anything, give me a call.
All right, I will do.
All right. Nice to meet you, and I'll see y'all later.
All right, thank you.
Nice meeting you, Dr. Now.
Okay. Bye now.
Bye.
Right now, I'm very concerned about Dolly. I'm glad she's losing some weight, but at this rate, it's not making much of a difference. I gave her a slightly easier goal last time to try to encourage her to keep going and do better, but that didn't happen. Instead, she lost even less weight over a longer period of time, and she seems to be pursuing more self-destructive situations for herself. Living with her mom was providing her with some positive support, and my concern was that she seems to have a pattern of rebelling against stable environments and seeking out dysfunctional relationships that help her justify an unhealthy lifestyle that involves her overeating. And that looks to be the case now, with her finding someone to live with and getting engaged to in less than 2 months. So this isn't a stable situation with her where she can successfully turn her life around. So I want her to go to psychotherapy so we can see if there is any way to break through to her.
You know, I actually had my hopes up that Dr. Now was gonna approve me for surgery today. So I'm disappointed and frustrated because I feel like I've been doing everything right. And it feels like with all the support that I've had and with how hard I've been working, the scale should have said something better. And it feels like Dr. Now is being prejudiced about me not being with my mom. Like if I had been with her today, he would have approved me even after the same weight. But Dr. Now doesn't get it, how my mom is to me right now. But whatever I have to do, I gotta do it now. Because I can't take much more of this. And my life is depending on getting the surgery.
So she returned to her mother.
Okay. Me and my mom are headed to see the therapist that Dr. Now is sending us to.
Finally.
And I'm a little bit nervous about what we're gonna have to talk about. Maybe it would be fun if it was just me going, but with my mom there, it's kind of stressful. Okay.
Are you Dolly? Hi,
Yeah.
Dolly. I'm Dr. Paradise. Come on in. Have a seat right over there. Comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad you're here. Nice to see you. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I grew up in Fort Worth.
Who were you with at that
Me and my
point?
mother.
You and your mother. Okay. Where's your biological father?
He passed away in 2018.
Did you see your dad when you were a little kid?
Yeah, he would come into my life every now and then, or try to.
Okay.
He was in and out of prison, doing drugs, stealing
Okay.
things.
Okay. What was your relationship like with him?
At first, nothing at all, really.
You're kind of flat when you talk about this stuff. This is kind of emotional things, sort of flat.
I just kind of feel done with everything.
What's your relationship like with your mom?
Sometimes we don't see eye to eye, but my mom's like, she's my best friend. She's been there for me all my life. I love her. Yeah, basically my mom was my mother and my father for most of my life because my father wasn't there.
So your relationship was good with her, but you say you don't see eye to eye all the time?
Not all the time. I mean, the reason why is because, like, I don't agree with her relationships and she doesn't with mine.
Dolly, one of the consequences of having an unreliable dad is it can make a kid feel worthless.
I do feel worthless.
Right.
I have no self-worth.
Because kids interpret mistreatment by parents as being about their worth. And I'm worried that you have, and I'm hitting on something, aren't I? Your sense of worth is like this big, right? We gotta find something to make you feel worthwhile. And it could be something small, Dolly. What are you good at?
Failing.
Okay, well, we can do better than that. Are you okay with me checking in with your mom, bringing her in? Maybe she can tell us some of your successes.
Yeah.
Okay,
fine.
I'm gonna go get her. Are you Stacy?
Yes.
Hi, Stacy. I'm Dr. Paradise. Come on in. You can have a seat right over there.
Hello.
Thanks for coming. Welcome. You know what? The thing we've been talking about is Dolly's self-worth is like this. She has like no self-worth.
It didn't used to be.
Tell me about that.
What's brought her down to this level?
The
It's
relationship.
picking men who are abusive and make her feel a lot less than what she is.
So why do you think she does that?
She doesn't like being alone. She's never been alone.
When are you alone? Are you ever alone, like really just by yourself?
No, I can't be.
You see her face?
Yeah, she's scared. I don't want to leave her.
Where do you think this constant need for backup comes from?
Because I've always had backup all my life. My mom's always been there for me.
And that's generally a good thing, but I worry that you didn't grow out of it. Are you tired of parenting her?
No disrespect to you, but yes, I need my own life.
What I see in your mom is somebody who's really committed to you and who also needs a break. You're just relying on her in ways that are like a little girl. How do we get you to grow up?
I just feel stuck.
A healthy person, when they're confronted with stuff they need to change.
So her biggest fear is to stay alone. But come on, you have never been alone because you have a family. It's your daughter. Yeah, you will be all time with your daughter. It's your mom, because your mom is really the closest person into your life. And you also have like a sister, or it was your best friend. So what she is scared to stay alone without relationship. But her first relationship, it was really abuse relationship, and this is the scariest thing in our life, because it can just destroy our health and destroy our mind, and then we have really a lot of problems with our health. And I think that you have never been alone in this life, because around you are a lot of people. Of course, you can feel loneliness in your heart, but it's just feeling. All depends on you, and if you have a great relationship with someone else, you can be with someone. But I also know the person, who said that for him or for her, the best way is just to stay alone, to be honest with yourself. All people are different, and I don't think that it's really the greatest fair.
Change gets motivated to change it. And I think you can be a healthy person, Dolly. I really think you can. So Dolly, I see your homework as at least two things. The first thing is to start spending some time by yourself. I mean, really spending time with just you. And then the second is to start taking on some of these life skills that you've been having other people around to do for you. So you could find a place to live, interview the landlord, maybe go visit somewhere and take a look at the apartment. Does that sound like something you could do?
Yeah.
I think you're gonna do amazing things. Good to see you guys. Take care.
No.
Take care, Dolly. Have a good night.
All right.
Dragging your dress. Be careful, don't fall.
Seventh month.
All right. So, don't start it yet. I know. Ever since therapy with Dr. Paradise, I've been coming up with a plan to start doing more for myself. And I'm going to start by doing my own laundry. And I think that's gonna be a big step for me. Yeah, let me help put some in. I'm a little bit worried about not having the energy to do it all yet.
You want to go right here?
Eh. I'm short. I can't reach things. But thankfully I have Cheyenne here with me to make sure that everything is all good. Okay. Hard part over. Cheyenne is my rock, and I'm really excited because for a little while now we've been talking about having her move down to Houston, and it's starting to sound like she's really gonna do it. With both Cheyenne and Philip helping me, and with my mom at a safe distance, I know I'm gonna do it and succeed and get the surgery next time. If I can just get more independent, like Dr. Paradise said, and then if we can find a home to live in, then I'll be all set. So those are my big goals. All that and no less, that's what it's gonna take. And that's what I'm gonna do. Ain't no stopping until I get to my goal and get that dang surgery.
It's a great decision.
Okay.
Ah, they're still together.
Living in a motel is hard when you're trying to work out. Working out is really new to me, and I don't usually know what I need to do. I try to use things in the motel, like cans and water jugs, because I already have it at the motel.
Ooh.
Stop! You're gonna mess me up! And even though it's not roll weights, I can still feel my muscles working. Because I have had problems breathing, it does scare me whenever I start running out of breath. That's all I can do with that. 2, 3, 4. I try to keep it simple so I don't get discouraged. 6.
Looking good over there,
7,
baby.
8.
Work it.
And when Philip says things like, work it, baby, it's annoying because I'm trying to take it serious. I know he's trying to encourage me, but it's distracting.
Rub down. Massage. Okay.
I get tired quick, but I know if I put up a sweat, then I'm making progress.
Flex some muscles,
4,
baby.
5, 6,
7, 8. 2 more.
9,
10. Yes.
Good work.
Come out. Come back in. Up.
Okay, 1,
Like so.
2, 3. I can't do anymore.
Yes, you can, baby. Come on.
4,
Yeah.
5, 6. I feel like I'm about to pass out.
14. 15. You're doing good, baby. 17. 18. 19. 20. Good job, baby.
I'm done.
You did good, baby.
If I do this every day, I know I'll make progress. Swing it around, just get it to me. Normally, I just tell myself I'll do it tomorrow. And that tomorrow doesn't usually happen. So doing this workout showed me that I can make improvements. Right now, I feel like I'm low of energy.
Of course, there is a thing is just eating, yeah. But doing sport activity, it's always harder, yeah. And I can see on her feelings that she's so exhausted, of course, because maybe she has never had the normal training. I mean, maybe she's trying to do something, yeah, but it wasn't with some success.
And then I'm gonna pass out. I'm just exhausted right now, but at least I did it.
8 months and maybe is meeting with doctor now, yeah? Not yet. Where are they coming?
Well, me and Philip finally found a house to move into. It took a lot longer to find an option we could afford than I thought it would. But we finally found one, which means I can go back and see Dr. Now. I was putting off my appointment with him until we found a place because I knew he was going to give me a hard time if I didn't have a more consistent home based on what he said last time. So I knew that was important. Babe, this isn't going to work. They said there's another entrance around the side of the house.
Want to go through it?
Yeah.
Come back this way.
The floor's too creaky, so it won't hold my weight. So. Okay.
It's gonna be slippery over here, baby.
Well.
Walk this way.
Anyway, it's gonna be slippery. I can't walk through there.
Well, it's sink down here. It's more stable.
What about through here?
No, because you'll sink right there. Come on.
I've been working with Cheyenne to do more on my own, but I've had to balance Philip with that because he gets kind of jealous and insecure when he's not needed. And then he gets upset that I'm doing too much stuff by myself. But I haven't let that stop me from doing what I need. And so we found this place online, and what it is, it's like a bunch of people all living there. But
as for me, the worst things in all of this is that she is alone. I mean that she doesn't care about her daughter. With her daughter is her mom, yeah, and then she said that she has really a bad relationship with her mom. But come on, if it doesn't will be your mom, you will stay alone, really alone, without your daughter. And this is the worst thing. And for me, I think that now she's copying her behavior with her dad. She said that I love my dad, yeah, but my dad wasn't a great person into my life. That she's just copying him.
Everybody has their own room.
Ready, baby?
Where is your daughter?
And it's cheap. And all we had to do was pay the first month to get in. And it comes with a bed and stuff like that. So it's perfect for us.
Perfect.
So I'm excited because I'm checking the boxes Dr. Now needs me to check. So I think when I get there,
Is it really
I'm where I need to be.
perfect?
For Dr. Now to approve me for weight loss surgery. My rescheduled appointment is for next month, so I'm gonna go in there and tell him, and he'll see the progress that I made from following his instructions, and then I'm gonna get approved. I just know it. and Cheyenne are on the way to see Dr. Now for another appointment. I thought having Cheyenne here would be a good buffer for my mom to make her be less intense. We've been arguing a lot lately, almost every time we talk, and I wanted to have Cheyenne here because I know she would have my back if necessary. Philip isn't here, obviously, because he knows my mom doesn't support our relationship and is not very cool about him, so we decided it was best that he didn't come. But I'm hoping for some good news today because I feel like I've been doing everything right with getting more independent, like doing my laundry and making some of my own meals. I was hoping to tell Dr. Now that I was in a home already, but we got kicked out the day after we moved in because the people tried to raise the rent. So we had to go back to the motel, and that was depressing and hard, but we're still looking for another place. I wanted to have that sorted out before I saw him, but he wouldn't let me push my appointment back any further, so it is what it is.
Now we are watching
Dolly?
for her result.
At my last appointment 4 months ago, I weighed 566 pounds, and Dr. Now wanted me to lose 60 pounds in 2 months. So if I did that, I'd be 506 pounds today.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead and step on the scale.
That was actually 4 months ago. So that means I would have had to lose 120 pounds to stay on target. And I'm pretty sure I didn't do that. But I'm hoping I got to the original goal of 60 pounds, which would put me down around 500 today. All right, well now I've lost a total of about 40 pounds. That's pretty good. That's almost 60.
We're gonna go to room 5.
That's more than I've ever lost before. So I'm hoping I should be enough.
Because she isn't doing as well. I mean that maybe she's trying to do something better, but I am sure that she's overeating and that she hasn't got normal portion control and she has a lot of snacks and another things.
For Dr. Now to approve me for surgery.
I just think that she isn't motivated as well. She hasn't got normal motivation. She hasn't got her own goals, desires, wishes.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. All right, Dolly. I'm glad to see you back with Mom today. And I see you lost some weight, which is positive.
Yes, sir.
But it's still not as much as you should have lost, especially after another 4 months. So what is going on with you? Where are you staying now? Where's your boyfriend? Last time you had a new boyfriend that you just met.
Yeah, right now he's at the hotel since you told me you wanted me to come back with my mom. But I also wanted my best friend Cheyenne to be here.
So that's your best friend?
Yes.
Okay, how long you know your best friend?
For maybe a year. It feels like we've known each other forever though.
Well, that's not reality. Reality is that you're choosing the support system with the people you don't really know. After you rejected the support system you needed with your mom. So, Mom, what happened that she left home?
I was told that I'm too controlling. I've encouraged her since she moved in with me to not overeat and to not eat what she shouldn't and to focus on herself, emotionally, physically, all aspects of herself. And she promised that she would do so.
That's what I should have done.
And she did not. She has moved in and out of my home, in and out on her 3.5-year-old daughter, which is not good for the child, several times. And I told her, no uncertain, that if she did this again, that's it. And I am not going to take her back in. I was cooking for her and doing everything for her. I'm off. I'm hurt. And I will not take her back. I have her 3.5-year-old child that I've had custody of since she was 6 days old because Dolly does not take life serious enough. She doesn't even have to take care of her, just be with her. Instead, she slipped out to go be with her ex than to be with this homeless individual. I'm sorry if I'm being ugly, but
no, you just telling me the truth.
I just drove 5 hours to tell you how I feel.
I understand.
I do love my daughter, but I will not tolerate the way she's been living. So obviously, I'm not who needs to be taking care of you. But I just certainly don't think it's that homeless young man.
So, what is your plan now? So it seems like you cannot take responsibility.
So her mom was really off. I mean that her mom did best for her and she didn't appreciate it. She's saying that it's like must be in your life, in her life, and of course her mom is a biggest part in her life, and no one man could make the same attention, the same support like her mom, because mom is the closest person in your life. And Dolly, she isn't serious. She didn't take care of her daughter. She thought that her mom can do it better than she, or maybe Dolly just think about her private life and not about surgery and not about diet. She likes her life and for her it's real a pleasure. Yeah, she could say that I have a problem, that sometimes I feel bad myself and another bullshit, but it's not about her real desire. She's weakness person and it's all. She doesn't want to change anything. She likes her life, and it's all. This is my view.
For
That's
yourself,
my opinion.
And you expect everybody else to do everything for you, and you don't have to make any decision and be responsible for anything. But you cannot mistreat everybody around you too, and expect them to be there for you. Okay. So this is something that you're going to have to figure out with the therapist, because so far you have shown us you're not wanting to do what you need, and we can't wake you up to do that. So this is going to be a long process for you. So we're going to work with you for next year, as long as you go to therapy and keep losing some weight. And hopefully we get to some point that you have some stability in your life and you can take responsibility for yourself. Mm-hmm. Then weight loss surgery may be an option there. Okay, right. So at this point, I think you ought to listen to the guidance from your mom, because she's the only one that has best interest for you. Mm-hmm. And she's not only taking care of you, she's also taking care of your daughter.
I haven't disowned you. I just want you to grow the hell up and take responsibility for your own actions.
I know. I should have listened to you to begin with.
Okay. Dolly, you have a lot to figure out in your life, but we are going to set up an appointment with psychotherapy for at least once a month. Make sure you go to that, okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, Mom, I know how you feel. Hopefully, with some psychotherapy, we can get that to the point that she's going to be more responsible and do her own part. But until then, don't give up on her.
Oh, I'm not.
Okay, Dolly, at the meantime, if you need anything, give me a call. Now is the time to work hard if you want to do this. And the next time I see you, I want to see more weight loss. And I hope you will have some better news for me.
Yes, sir.
Regarding your living situation.
I'll try harder.
And what you're doing. All right, Dolly, I'll see you around, okay?
All right.
All right. At this point, I think that it is very clear that Dolly currently has no intention to take responsibility for herself and get her life together, because at the end of the day, she doesn't want to do what she should. So until Dolly chooses to grow up and mature, we are not moving ahead with her. But because she at least made some progress each time she has come in, we will continue to work with her and provide her with psychotherapy. But every day her health is in this state, she's rolling the dice on her body, getting to a breaking point. And at some point, if she doesn't turn her life around, she's gonna run out of time.
Well, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm upset. I'm really upset. And I'm disappointed because I can't believe I've gone through all of this and weight loss surgery is still far off. I don't feel like it's fair. And I'm upset because I didn't get the chance to tell Dr. Now all the progress I've made with doing laundry and stuff. He might have given me a better chance if he knew that stuff. But I already know I've made a world of a difference. And I lost 40 pounds, so that's pretty good. So I'm gonna work pretty hard to show him I can do this and that I can be ready sooner than a year because I don't think I need to wait that long. I think I can do it before then.
So guys, it was a story about Dolly, yeah, and I think that I really said a lot of before, yeah, and during this episode, Sammy, please write me your commentary. What are you thinking about this situation, and do you think that Dolly in the future will receive this surgery? I think yep, but not yet, or maybe after really a long time. So thank you for your attention. Thank you that you're staying with me. I think that you have a lot of fun with me. Sometimes I'm a little bit crazy, yeah, of something news, but it's me, it's my reaction. So thank you for time together and see you on our next episode. Bye guys, see you.